You may be wearing a nose mask as you watch me on TV now. If you're not, at least you're seeing me in a nose mask. Perhaps you've been wondering where we get these masks from. The PPEs, as they're called, personal protective equipment. Now, these prior to the COVID-19 were not in high demand. Of course, you see a doctor wearing this, a surgical mask. But now, almost everybody, and indeed it's become compulsory for Ghanaians to wear face masks in operating. How are these masks produced? Where are they produced from? What's the quality of the production? And what's the process of production? That's the story we have for you on the Citi Newsroom today. And I'm going to go through a guided tour led by an official of this company known as Dignity. So we're here to see how you do your work. So if you could kindly show us, we'd be grateful.
Right. We would have to go to the cutting area.
Okay.
Where you can see how we produce and what do you call it? Lay those materials and how we come out with a particular nose mask.
Okay.
So we do the laying. When it is completed, then we do the cutting over there. That is what the gentleman is cutting over there.
Laying and cutting of what?
Of the PPE.
Okay.
Yeah, so this particular PPE is the nose mask.
Okay.
So this one is a 3-layer nose mask. So that is what we are cutting. We have the body and then we have the ropes that holds it.
So these are the ropes?
Yes, please.
Okay. So they cut the ropes here and then what happens next?
Then we send it to the production line for stitching.
What kind of material is this?
This one is 100% cotton. And it's coming from Akusumbo Textiles. So it's a local product we are using for the PPE.
Is that what they call the calico?
Basically, yeah, it looks like
the
that.
white cloth?
Yes, it's
so
a
this is the calico. This is what the Food and Drugs Authority said should be
used
the lining under your...
Yes, please.
Right. So each of the masks you produce here would have this?
Yes, all the masks is 100% this.
So right now they're just doing the ropes that hold the mask?
Yes.
So they're doing this part?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what they are actually doing now.
That's what they're cutting here?
Yes, please. Now they are leaving to get the main body. That's what they are doing over here. But it's not completed yet, so you wouldn't see the main body.
Okay.
But we have a completed main body which has been cut in blocks, as you can see over there.
Okay, we can look at that.
Yes. Still in block form.
Okay.
We've not divided into sections yet. But we have some small portions over there that are already into a section.
So this becomes what?
It becomes the PPE, but it's not in final stage yet.
So
that is the nose mask.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
for the 3 plies.
All right, so we can go to the next stage in your production process.
So then we move to the other side.
Okay.
Yes, that's our safety precautions.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Are we cleared? Are we cleared to go?
Yeah.
So, Mr. La,
yes,
where is this? Where are we entering?
This place is Building C. It's purposely allocated for only the PPEs production.
So this is where you produce all your PPEs?
Oh, yes, please.
All right, we can go in there. So many people are busy. In fact, I can see all manner of sewing machines. I'm not sure if that's the appropriate term to use in describing them. But people are generally busy. Mr. La is still with me. Mr. La, so lots of activity here. Tell me, so this is the process of producing the face mask. Which stage are we at now?
Basically here, the stage is the 3-ply production. And the 3-ply production begins with the folding. The lady here does the folding. She takes it and then does the folding. We'll pass it to the next person. She'll close it. And the lady sitting over there will do the turning.
Okay. So
you understand?
3 ladies in the line.
Yes.
It starts from here?
It starts from here. She does the turning over there.
And this is for the frontage of the mask?
Yes, please. No, this one is the frontage of the mask. Then she will turn it to bring the outer lay. Okay. And this place is overlocking. Overlocking means that we are closing the mask of one side. So she does the closing of the mask of one side. All that. But then when we finish, we have to do packaging.
I've noticed something. You're dealing with a very sensitive material like face mask, protective equipment, and yet a lot of your workers, or not all your workers that I'm seeing, are not wearing hand gloves. What's the explanation behind that?
Yeah, the explanation is that they just returned from a session. They went for a lunch and they returned. But what we do is that we encourage hand washing, and we also have sanitizers that we have provided at every location. So they do sanitize their hands every 30 minutes intervals.
So do they wear the gloves at all?
Yes, they do wear the gloves in the morning when they come.
Now, after you package them into the boxes and they take them away, we have not seen you do any sterilization here. Do you know if there will be further checks to ensure people are not affected?
Yes, I know that the Ministry of Health does sterilization before consumption will be done. That I am assured. The Ministry of Health does sterilization.
I want to try it on and see how it works. Okay. Now, okay, so I am going to wear this on top of my mask. So like that. And then this.
Yes.
Go to the back.
You pull it. When you pull it, it will open. Yes. Like
Okay.
that. Why do you have to pull? Because it has to cover your beard.
Oh, okay.
You understand? So it to prevent any foreign materials from going in.
Then I tie it on the back.
You tie it on the back.
So I'm going to dispose this off, and it's just a mask and a locally made one that I've just tried on. And how many quantities do you produce every day?
Daily we give current 50,000.
You produce 50,000 quantities a day,
Yes.
pieces a day.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, is that the government supply or in total, including everything else you've been producing on the
Only
side?
government supplies. Only government supplies we do.
Every day?
Yes.
And where do you send them to?
We have the military team and the Ministry of Health team coming around to collect it. They normally come at 3 o'clock.
So they come at 3 p.m. to come and collect these and then take it to wherever they have to take it to.
Yes.
So those are vehicles from the Ghana Health Service, Ministry of Health. They arrive here every afternoon and they are actually being driven by the military personnel. They come to pick the daily supplies or production of protective equipment, specifically the nose masks that are produced here in their tens of thousands. Also, the vans have loaded up the PPEs for the day and they are having to move out of this factory. The gentleman who came with them, even though they were being driven by military personnel, is here. Let's just quickly pick his thoughts. Hello, what's your name, sir?
Hello, my name is Michael from Pon.
Michael, you are from where?
I'm from Ministry of Health. I'm a volunteer worker for Ministry of Health under COVID-19 projects.
I see. So you do this every day?
Yeah, we do this every day. We go every day to collect the PPEs the factories have made so far for the day. So we collect them every day, including Saturday.
Which factories do you go to, or where are the factories?
One of the factories is in Audomi Estate. We have one around the Farm Milk Limited, and then we have one in Ashaliboche, and then we have 2 companies here.
So in total you do 5?
So in total we do 5 companies each day.
And what type of PPEs do you pick from these factories?
We pick hospital scrubs, we pick surgical gowns and hats, and then we also pick nose masks.
Michael is leading the team of military personnel who have been moving from factory to factory, collecting PPEs that have been produced for the Ministry of Health on behalf of the government. And 50,000 PPEs or nose masks produced at least from this factory. And we are told it's been happening for the past 10 days or so. Well, we have seen the production of PPEs. We have seen the collection by the government. We also know that there are people who are selling. And we know there's a directive for people to wear face masks when they go to public spaces. This is a CMB market in Accra, and we have come here to check the level of compliance and also how people really buy masks. So generally, people seem to be adhering to the directive on masks. People are hawking masks here, funny enough, and these include the African print ones and the already packaged ones. We do not know the origin of these ones. The funny thing too is that people dip their hands into a basket of PPEs and select what they think is appropriate for them. And that's so much for preventing contamination. And while this is happening, others have thrown caution to the wind and are not interested in wearing any mask at all. Tell me why you came to buy your mask here. You work around?
No, I have one. I already have one, but I have to also get some for I have dependents, so I have to get some for them. It is very imperative at this crucial moment. You get some for your dependents, not only you, so that you get the family all going as well. Yeah, that's why I decided to get one for my baby.
How assured are you of the quality of what you just bought?
Well, you see, just that they are selling by the roadside. Sometimes you empathize with them. There's a notion that most of them don't sell quality goods, but at times they sell quality goods.
So there's some business happening here. So this lady just bought a mask and she's trying it on. One of the masks that are sold by the roadside by hawkers. So we are looking at compliance here. All these market women selling fish, vegetables are wearing their face masks. And it seems a very orderly team here. On my left and the right, as I walk through the aisle, they're all wearing their masks. You are not wearing the face mask. Why?
Nothing.
Can you look at me? Where's your face mask?
I do not bring mine.
Oh, why didn't you bring yours?
Nothing.
You have one?
Yeah.
But where is it?
I did not bring it. It's at home.
But you know that it's compulsory for you to wear it all the time, especially when you are coming to sell?
Yeah.
So why are you not carrying one?
Forget it.
Do you know you can be arrested for not wearing a mask?
No.
Do you understand why you are supposed to wear a mask?
Yes.
So why are you not wearing it? Or you don't believe in the story?
I don't believe.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Ibrahim Mohammed.
Your full name?
Ibrahim Mohammed.
You are wearing your mask.
Yeah, I'm wearing because of cholera virus.
Since when did you start wearing it?
I start wearing it. One president, our president said we should wear it, the mouth cover.
What do you know about coronavirus?
Now I don't know anything about cholera virus, so, because I just hear people talking about cholera virus. I do not see somebody that cholera virus hold. And me myself, I'm okay, I'm all right now. But some people say the cholera virus is in Ghana. We should wear the mouth cover and the sanitizer. We used to use the sanitizer.
All right, let me move forward. And still, this is the CMB area where there's brisk business happening. I don't think a mask no show.
Mask na dia yesha. Yesha obia hye wa ha. Yesi quality ni we. We no so fa isi eni sika e beto. Enti na ye ton toma de no e kofia na yesia hata.
Okay, and you wait who ton say?
We me ton 3 cedi.
How are you fan?
E wa ha.
Oh, Kwanchen.
Aye.
Okay. You've just heard her, the reason she's wearing the African print one, and there are specifications for nose mask. She has given her reason for wearing the one she's wearing. She says ideally she would have worn the one I'm wearing, but it costs 5 cedis and she cannot pay that much. So she goes for the cheaper one. But let's hear from the Food and Drugs Authority as to which ones are the proper face masks to wear in the fight against COVID-19.
So if you go out and you want a homemade nose mask that is recommended by FDA, one, it should not be one that has a single layer. It should not be one that has 2 layers. It should not be one that has the printed materials on it. However, we recognize that some people still want to, for some decorations or for their corporate identity, they still want to use printed materials. What we recommend is that out of these 3 layers, the outermost one, the one that doesn't touch the skin, can, for these purposes, be the printed one. So what it means is that you have the calico, for example, calico, and then you have the printed materials. Or you have calico strips, and then you have the printed material outside. So those are the recommendations that we'll see for the combinations that we have recommended.